Now, ladies and gents, today officially the ET5 Touring ET5 meets sedan have been officially launched, and boy, I must say it's so crazy because the deliveries of those two models are starting today, which is something that is very good. The test drive are starting today, and apparently 45% of the components have been refreshed or have been updated, which is something that is great. 500 upgrades have been introduced onto this model, and one of the things that of course we saw that was so crazy, it was the video showing the tire burst test, the same test that we saw on the Nio ET5 at a speed of over 120 kilometers per hour. We saw that test being conducted onto the ET5 mid sedan, and boy, I must say it was test driven, or it went over those spikes at a speed of 130 kilometers per hour, but the car remained stable, which speaks volumes about the kind of safety measures that Nio has introduced onto this car. I mean, see, I still on the screen, you notice that this test was conducted, of course, at a real life, where they even changed the tires after the test, which shows that, of course, the tires, they had to be replaced. They were damaged like so bad, which is something that is great. And knowing that the car was able to take that tire burst or such tire burst and remain stable or never flipped, it is something that is great. You will know that during the tire burst test that was conducted by the new CEO himself on the ES6, he said if other CEOs want to do this, I mean, he would gladly like to see them do this, or he would encourage them to do this to show the kind of quality that they are building onto their cars, which was obviously so great. So price wise, it's starting around 298,000 RMB, regardless of it coming with refresh components and 500 upgrades. This car price wise, it remains the same, 298,000 RMB. With a battery, without a battery, I think it comes to around 228 RMB, which is something that, of course, it's just so great, and it shows you that regardless of Nio introducing these features, the car remains the same. Now, there is a new feature, massive feature that is coming called Nio World Model, which Nio said it is going to be launched around June, where obviously it will be showing the capabilities of the Shenji in-house autonomous driving chip made by Nio. So because of the Shenji driving autonomous chip which was made by Nio, Nio is able to demonstrate even more capabilities of what they've achieved because of this chip when it comes to autonomous driving, which is something that is great, and it shows you that Nio is really working something great, or the kind of chip that Nio develops. Not only is it, of course, competing with the existing chips that are in the market, like the NVIDIA Thor chip that is currently on the Nio 2024 models, but they have taken it a step further, which is why they are able to launch even a massive autonomous driving feature or using their chips, which is just so great. I mean, we have seen a long, I think it was 11 minutes video of the Nio World model driving itself for almost 40 kilometers, or driver not doing anything much on the car driving itself. But something to be noted, of course, is that the Nio is not yet at a stage, Tesla, no other EV makers or car makers, they are not yet at the stage where they are rolling out full autonomous driving, which is level 4. They are still at level 3, meaning that they still need to put in some work until they get to full autonomous driving, which is at level 4. So I am very excited to know that the Nio world model, though it's not yet at level 4, but it shows us how close is Nio from cracking the code to full autonomous driving, which is something that gives us, or rest assures us, that Nio, when you talk about full autonomous driving, they are going to be one of the first to get to that level because of these massive investments that they've been doing on R&Ds, because of the capabilities of their Shenji autonomous driving chip, which they are now mass producing, and all of the cars that you see them selling under the Nio main brand model, they will be using this chip. So it is just so crazy, it's amazing. Envo L60 or the Envo sub brand will continue using, I think, the NVIDIA chips, But this one, under the Nio main brand models, they'll be using their in-house chips. I think Firefly will be using a chip from a locally produced, or it's currently using a chip locally produced by a chip maker in China. Nio main brand, it's using their own Shenji 9 NX9031 chip, and Onvo will use or continue using the NVIDIA chips, whilst Firefly will be using the chip produced by the local supplier of chips in China, which is, like I said, very, very good. You will know that the savings that Neo it's making on this chip, it's around $1,380, which, knowing the amount of cars that they are still going to sell this year, it's just so crazy. It's just so crazy of the amount of gross margins they will be able to generate. I mean, in terms of deliveries, like I said, it's available immediately, right? And those that have placed their orders, their pre-orders, are going to start receiving their orders immediately, which is something that, like I said, it's very, very, very good. So I am happy, I am excited. Blue sky is coming. Those that are persevering throughout the end, which the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. Like I told you that I will do a special video today because after the launch, and this is the video. Please don't forget to like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so, because it takes me some time to make these videos, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content that I give you on a day to day. Those guys coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds, the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. Share price wise, Neo might not be trading where we want it to, but this is a company that will do very, very well, and it will reward those that are investing for the long term. Look, Neo has done some mistakes, and they've learned from their mistakes in the past. They've not been a perfect company. I mean, they've learned so much over the years, and they are a much better company. And I don't think there is a much better company that one would want to invest in right now when you look into the EV space than Neo. Yes, they might not be profitable, but what they are doing right now, even some of the EV makers are not even doing. What the amount of investment, or where they are in terms of technology right now, not many car makers in the globally can take or can confidently say they are at the same level with Neo, which is why you will see other car makers trying to get, or trying to also go through the route of taking of utilizing Neo's technology when it comes to their very own cars, which speaks volumes about Neo, which speaks volumes about where Neo is at, and also speaks volumes about where Neo is headed. So I am happy, I'm excited. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one, and God bless you all.